Hi everyone, let's talk about Clans of Caledonia, or really the solo mode. I've just finished a solo playthrough with the special Automa that you can see. It's linked in the description. This is just what I think about all of that stuff. I've also got a two-player playthrough I did for the original Kickstarter way back when as well, and you can see my first impressions from then as well, see if they're any different, but I'll probably go more into the game as a whole then, but I pretty much said, absolutely love Clans of Caledonia. It takes inspiration from things like Terra Mystica, really fantastic Eurogame in its own right, but adds this kind of economic engine element to it that you are putting stuff out on the board. You're unlocking these, rather than it being playing powers and these different abilities and things, you are unlocking the ability to produce, to earn more money, to turn goods into other things. And this this evolving market, this wheeling and dealing over here, is just adds another dimension to it, that you can always come with your merchants to this, but you want to build your things as separate as possible. You want to just do your own thing, but you want to be next to people for an opportunity to buy things, not only without having to take an extra action to do it, but also getting a lovely discount in the mix as well. Tons of different port bonuses in different configurations, end game bonuses, and end of round scoring things, export contracts, loads and loads of different things in there. But the core game is the maps will be in a slightly different configuration, but yeah, the core game and thought is a lot to do with what your opponents are doing. And there is a solo game built into the original game where you are largely just playing against yourself and beating your own score. And yeah, it's a great solo variant for that. It's very easy to pick up because the only real extra rules are you don't have neighboring bonuses. The markets will change at the end of every round according to these dice, and you will lose a contract from somewhere on that board based on one of those rolls. But generally, you are just on your own trying to score as many points as possible, and there's some extra points that you can earn because you're not competing against anyone for the settlements and stuff. Works very, very nicely. The Automa is definitely, in a lot of ways, a lot more like playing against a real opponent. You are still, they're not putting things out on the board for any particular reason. They're trying to get neighbor bonuses, they're trying to increase their settlements, all of that stuff. So there's blocking in that way, but they aren't directly going for specific end of round bonuses. They aren't, putting things out specifically to try and build a bit of an engine to do specific contracts. They pay for them with money. That is balanced out, They aren't thinking about some of these things, but they get a lot of rewards. They get a lot of extra money, and they fulfill contracts just with money. They don't buy and sell goods. They earn money from doing that. So they are still kind of playing the markets like you would, filling in contracts, trying to see what the most popular good is. There's for an Automa that's like a lot of them are, whether it's someone you're actually playing against. There's overhead to start with. There are a lot of rules, particularly about where they expand. There are a lot of things to kind of whittle down and understanding that to begin with. But once you've played a game or maybe half a game of it, you start to see that, oh, actually, I can ignore all of that because he hasn't got the money for that. He hasn't got any more woodcutters left. So there. I've already narrowed it down to a space, and then we'll see what he builds there. And now what can I do from that? And sometimes when you have to work out how much they're going to make from a neighborhood bonus transaction to decide where they're going to build, can take a bit of time there, but largely a lot of that stuff will just flow and start going a lot quicker. And yeah, it's much better for having someone to play against, really, to react to see what you are going to be doing, that see that they're going to get a lot of points in this. So do you put a load of sheep out, even though that's not really what you're going for, but they're worth tons of points at the end of this round, and maybe you can sacrifice them later on to fulfill contracts. Towards the end of the game, you can see, the thing that only they have exported is the least popular thing, so it's going to be worth the most points. Do I suddenly do a contract for it to make it worth less? A load of considerations that would be in a multiplayer game. That's they can expand there to expand their settlements. Do I want to go there first to stop them from doing that? Or this great thing early on is going out, this wheat. Do I want to put it somewhere that's not going to be very accessible for them? Loads of that still applies to the Automa as well. I think it's very, very well done. And there are more available on Board Game Geek fan-made solo variants that I have read good things about there. There are some great threads comparing all of the solo things. I think, yeah, the original solo variant is definitely, if you just wanted a quick game, just wanted to get it on there, just wanted to try some kind of strategy out, try a new clan out, something like that. I think I would go for that. But yeah, if you've got the time and kind of the patience to just have that first game and learn the flow of things and the kind of decisions that it's going to make, yeah, the Automa is a fantastic opponent, and it's nice having the website for it works beautifully. That having cards and stuff, I think I would find it a lot harder. I can understand, that there are a lot of people out there that don't want apps and websites and stuff in the games. Fair enough, but it works absolutely brilliantly and has, handy hyperlinks whenever it's made a decision and a rule comes up there that you're not quite sure about. It will take you to that relevant part of the Automa rules straight away. Works beautifully, and I think eventually this is going to be available as an app or something in the future. That would be great, and anything to do with Clans of Caledonia would be great. I love it. I love it. Watch the playthrough and see what you think of it. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you for the next game. Bye.